we're at Kennedy Space Center's Space Crop Research Facility, where we research different ways to grow plants for our astronauts for long duration missions. We're trying to supplement their diet here.
So you're growing plants?
We're growing plants, lots of different kinds. You want to check them out?
Let's check it out.
All right, we're going to go in here. This laboratory is called Greenworks.
Greenworks?
Yes.
Okay.
In this lab, we do a lot of like beta side testing, and then we have some really big projects going on. But what we have here is a taste test going on. So we have, I hear you're a vegetarian, first of all.
I am.
That's great, so you're going to love this.
Okay.
All right, so we have basically space crop productions, past, present, and future crops here. So first we have like outrageous, which we've grown in the veggie facility a number of times. It's a red romaine lettuce. The astronauts loved it. They made little wraps with it.
Oh.
We enjoy it because,
lettuce wrap.
yeah, like a lettuce wrap. We like growing this one because if it's red color, it has a lot of nutrition, unlike iceberg lettuce, which is kind of, nutritionally deficient. This one's got some good stuff going on. So this was what we grew kind of first in veggie.
Okay.
Kind of the OG crop. And, you're not going to taste it?
Oh!
I didn't know I did.
You're not going to taste it. Yep. Bon appetit.
Oh, yeah.
So this was just harvested, so this
Tasty,
is like really, really fresh, man. So that's our pass. Now,
You got any ranch dressing?
oh no,
Okay.
not yet. I'm sorry. I wish I had some ranch dressing right now too, because it looks good. Next, we have a mustard called Mizuna, and we are starting a new crop of this like next week on ISS. So,
This looks like the stuff I pull out of my garden.
yes,
like,
it looks.
like dandelion.
Yes, it does look like that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of can be kind of spicy, like arugula.
Oh, nice.
You know? It's a
Okay,
nice.
what about a vinaigrette? You got a vinaigrette?
I don't have any.
Okay.
Man, you're asking too much of us, man.
I'm sorry.
All we can do is grow
I would love for our
plants.
astronauts to have a little something to go along with these great greens.
Oh man, what else we got? We got some other stuff.
Now let me ask you, why do you choose these? How is it you choose to do the dandelion weed?
So we're actually, space is pretty harsh on plants. So what we do here is we research and try to find different crops that can withstand that harsh environment. So we're talking about low humidity, high CO2, tricky watering scheme. It could be either too much
High
or
CO2,
not
a
enough.
little carbon dioxide.
Yes,
there.
carbon
Okay,
dioxide.
okay,
Yes,
okay,
sorry.
Okay.
Acronyms here.
He's such a scientist.
How does weightlessness affect growing the plant?
It more affects the water and how the water moves in the root system. So either it gloms onto a surface and drowns your plant, or it's somewhere else, like dried up. And
So how do you control
Yeah,
it?
how do you?
that's the problem. That's what we're working on here. Right now we have this veggie pillow. It's filled with a granular clay material called arsenite. It does a fairly decent job at getting water to the plants.
Holding it.
Holding it in, but it doesn't hold a lot of water. So the astronauts constantly have to water it by hand. So it's kind of tough.
Especially considered all that they have to do while they're up there.
But I know, right?
So that's somebody's job, though, is to make sure that all of this is taken care of, that
Well,
they do that job. And he's going to take some more.
Sure, man, there's plenty, man. So what we do, the veggie team down here, is we do side projects and research trying to figure out how much water to give it every day, and we feed that information up to the astronauts. Sometimes the astronauts kind of want to figure it out on their own, so we'll see about trying to give them autonomy.
What kind of water? Is it alkaline deficient? Does it have alkaline? Is it spring water? Is it from the rivers of Alabama? I don't know.
So right now we're just using potable water from their galley system, so the same water.
And it's recycled. Is this the water that's
Yes.
recycled?
It's
Okay.
recycled?
This is recycled urine water.
Okay, so now how
That's
does
You taste that little tang on there? That's what we got that from. But we just water them with the potable water, and inside those little veggie pillows, we have some right there for demonstration. The black pillow right there. That's what we're growing the plants in. So literally, the plant grows out that hole at the top, and inside is the granular material in that tube.
Okay.
And it's also filled with a time-release fertilizer, and that's how the plants get their nutrients. So some of the things that we
So it's
have to
like
do
a
here.
contact, it's 8,000 tiny little time pills in there.
And they're just releasing the nutrients. There goes one with the plant and a magic of science.
Wow.
That is a pepper plant that we're trying to grow right now.
Pepper.
Peppers. Yeah, we're doing
Really?
peppers now too.
Okay. Like a little.
Do you do fruits?
Yes, we do tomatoes. We have some over there. Currently growing on a system that we're trying to see will work in microgravity.
Yeah.
But
Are they tasty?
yes, you want to try some?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go
I
over
like
here. You'll actually get a chance to pick your own, man. Because that's what we specialize in here. Pick and eat crops. So any crops that we can pick and eat. So we have some here. They're growing on a passive nutrient delivery tube. It's a ceramic tube, and it basically, the plants suck the water out of the tube on their own.
Wow.
We don't water it. It does it on its own. So if you want a tomato, pretend you're an astronaut and pick one. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's what they're going to do. Find your tastiest one. There's a nice red one right there.
And what about the green ones?
Don't eat the green ones.
Can we
But you
fry
can.
those up with some good
I think it
fried
would be
green
kind of
tomatoes?
hard, though,
Okay,
because they're
okay.
so little.
Okay, all right.
But, you know, that tomato's called Red Robin. That's one of our favorites here.
And do they get any bigger, or are they all going to be the cherry size?
They'll stay about that cherry size.
Okay.
Yes, they will. The tube itself actually looks like this. It's a porous ceramic, and the roots just grow right on it. There's no soil, no arsenite. We
Something
just,
comes through this?
yeah, the water like comes through those little holes and permeates out through
Okay.
the surface. You can't even see the water on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got a dozen little experiments running around here.
And so, are these all the tomato plants? Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that's a different variety,
Okay.
but we're growing these as part of another experiment.
Are they ready?
Yes, you can try them. I'll write it down.
Are there some that grow better than others?
Yes, definitely, depending on the environment and the soil.
Mm-hmm.
They do taste different and grow better.
So what are the vegetables, or what are the greenery that you're thinking about now and
So
considering for the future?
So right now, we want to definitely send up Red Robin. That's in the future.
Okay.
We are working on peppers. That's trying to get, so we can grow. Oh yes, that one's not ready though. It's pretty bad.
So red, green, yellow peppers, or?
Well, right now,
spicy?
we are talking about a spicy pepper
Okay.
from,
A Scotch bonnet?
no, not that
Okay,
one.
okay,
It's
okay,
it's a
okay.
pepper that has been grown in New Mexico.
Okay.
And we're talking about sending that up to ISS. It'll be grown in advanced plant habitat, hopefully in the springtime.
Something you can put in avocado and make a little guacamole? or
Yes, we
something?
just
Can
got to
you
get
grow?
avocados up there.
Okay.
You work on it, man.
Yes,
I'm on
yes.
the team, right?
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Fruit?
Fruit, yes, the tomatoes. Tomatoes are botanically fruit, so, you
The
know.
seeds,
But
yeah.
not,
Yeah,
without oranges, apples, and bananas.
those are fruit too.
You can grow those.
No, not yet.
Oh.
No, I've tried plums, like dwarf plums, genetically modified ones, but they didn't like our environment so much. So that's what we do here, try to figure out if they like it before we send it up.
Okay.
We also have a steak plant. It's kind of
Wait a
tastes
minute.
like meat.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I
Like
think there's one on
Impossible
the.
Burger or something?
No, not quite like that, but it's supposed to taste kind of meaty, and I think it's on here. Here it is, this one. You want to try it?
I do.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay.
It's that one right there. This one right here.
Right here?
That one.
Oh. I can just cut off. right
Yep,
here?
you can cut it right off right here. It's called a bar mustard,
And
and
it's a mustard green?
Yes.
Tastes like a steak.
it tastes like a steak. Well, as steak as we can get.
It really does. My God. It's kind of like
This one right here.
medium rare.
This one?
Yep, that one right there.
It really does.
I haven't tasted a steak in 40 years.
Oh, well, now's your day.
You remember what steak tastes like? But you do get it, right?
No.
Yeah. It's not your mom's liver and onions,
No,
but it does.
It has a steaky.
Yeah, it does.
goodness.
It does.
And it's like it's been seasoned.
Yeah, yeah. And it has no dressing or anything on it.
No.
I can imagine.
No A1.
No A1.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's all right. Don't
Wow.
need that. You're good.
I'm trying.
So what other kinds of
That we got here,
Yeah.
we have Tokyo Bacana. That's also been to ISS.
Okay.
It's another plant that was, it didn't do too well in the environment, and it was a learning experience for us, and that's why we more vigorously test our crops before we send them, because of Tokyo Kana.
So now you, not only for space, but you're actually looking in terms of when they go to the moon in a few years, sustainable plants and products there,
Yeah.
as well as for Mars, right?
Yes, yes. Mostly that I dabble in is, water delivery techniques for microgravity, but I've also done hydroponic systems, specifically at Tuskegee University. For those would have been for terrestrial applications. So we're doing all over, but right now we're transit, so microgravity.
How long you been doing this?
I've been here for 12 years.
Did you come out of school to do this?
Yes,
You
I
straight
did.
out of Tuskegee?
Straight out of Tuskegee, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So actually, Tuskegee worked very closely with NASA for 22 years. Yeah, we actually sent up one of our sweet potatoes
Of course.
on the shuttle.
What about peanuts?
I don't think that one went up yet, but we
Oh.
did a lot of research on peanuts.
Or yams?
Well, sweet potatoes.
Potatoes,
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet potatoes and not yams yet. Maybe we'll do those next.
And no red dirt, so you don't have that to.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Man, you know what else we have here? Oh my gosh, this is the future. The future of crop production for space. It's actually going to be microgreens. And because, we can grow them in 7 to 10 days.
Oh, you gonna have collards and mustards?
Well, we got some mustards over there already. I don't know about
Yeah.
collards. Collards are too big.
Okay.
We got to get a little one. And then we got to cook them.
Right. Okay.
Who's going to cook them? You going to cook them?
I'm not. I'm a takeout girl.
Man, so we got right here, oh my goodness. So we got a number of different kinds
Okay.
going on.
You have how many? Like one,
One,
two, three,
4, 5. We have onions and carrots. Now the carrots are pretty interesting because they actually taste like raw, unadulterated carrots in that little tiny little plant. I
Really?
think we're gonna need some scissors to figure out how to cut these. But what's great about these is you grow them in 7 to 10 days. They're chock full of nutrients, and
this
they
looks
don't
like
take up
something.
any space.
And that's what I was gonna say. People in apartments and things like
Yeah.
that can do this now and be a part of your testing system.
I get a kick out of growing these because you go to fancy restaurants and you sit down, it's $40 a plate, and they got little sprinkling on top.
You're right.
Man, we got a whole lawn here.
And you just bring out your little platter and just and go to
Yeah, I'm
town.
like, man, I grow this stuff all the time,
Oh,
man.
I don't see spinach.
Spinach has come and gone. It's a little tricky sometimes.
How so?
Well, it
I
has
thought that was,
germination.
I thought it was a hardy vegetable that was easy
Not
to grow.
in our environment. Remember I told you our environments are different.
Yeah.
So not all plants really enjoy it. So we're really trying to find the ones that like wood.
Hardy and
Yeah,
really
they can
go
be
through
droughted, they
different
can-
kind of environments.
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
get flooded, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna try some of them.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me just to harvest it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead. This is Trent.
Hi, Trent.
Hi. I do a elbow bump.
Hey, all right. Cool.
He's gonna harvest. He actually knows which one to which.
Yeah.
Can you let us know?
This is a wasabi mustard green, so it's legit hot like wasabi.
Uh-huh.
This is Garnet Giant. It's also got a very spicy wasabi flavor. This is red rainbow. This is a radish. This is red Russian kale. This is kale that tastes good. Microgreen.
Okay.
And Tokyo Bacana. Remember she mentioned that the Tokyo Bacana on space station didn't do well? Well, it's a fabulous microgreen. And then over here, I got you. We have carrots and scallions.
Oh, cute.
So I'm going to start with, why don't we start with carrots? What do you think?
Yeah, I love the carrots.
All right.
Those are my
Are
favorite.
you a carrot man?
Mhm. So I'm just trying to get one. So these are 2 weeks old. And you can just take a little bit and try them out. Michelle?
So you won't get a stick, just the plant. You won't get a carrot stick.
No.
If we grow them, if we continue to grow them, they would get the tuber, but
Oh man.
It does look like a
That's good carrot.
Yeah.
so when kids eat this,
Oh my God.
they are shocked
Yeah.
because it tastes like carrot. So anyone up for some green onions?
Heck yeah.
So typically
Do you grow
microgreens.
mint so I can use that after I do the onions?
We,
We
uh,
will. We're gonna move on to that.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't think I have any grown right now.
We don't have any room right now, but it's in our.
That's
Thank you.
for Michelle.
I actually really like onion.
Me
It's
too.
my favorite.
One of my favorite microgreens. Now we're gonna bring the heat.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
Bring
I'm
it,
gonna need
Trent.
some water.
Oh, man.
And these are grown on hemp felt. So there's
Really?
no soil, it's just felt. So you can just pop
Wow.
it out, you can move it around, it's easy to harvest off of the felt. And felt is something you can use in microgravity. Alright, so let's bring the heat.
How do these regenerate themselves? They have seeds?
So these are one and done.
Yeah, they're not gonna regenerate. Unless we grew it all the way out.
We'd have to grow
a
it.
giant plant,
Mhm.
until it flowered, we collect the seeds. Which,
It's just something you can do on
But-
long duration.
yeah, you could.
But beyond space, you're talking about communities where they talk about it being a food desert and things like this. This is where this is going to make a
go.
big difference for
Yeah.
people, right?
And especially the ease of growing them like this
Yeah.
would make it pretty easy for anybody to
And at home, I actually have my kids eat kale. I can't get my kids to eat kale unless it's a microgreen.
Wow.
And I'm able to reuse the felt. So we harvest it,
Mm-hmm.
put the felt in the oven at like 230 Fahrenheit, drives it out and kills everything that was there,
Uh-huh.
and we reuse it.
Wow. And they're part of science.
So I tell them. If you don't like it spicy,
Okay, what's the good?
these are too
kale?
spicy.
Okay.
That's kale.
Okay.
That's the Tokyo Bacana. That's kind of a buttery, leafy green, and then this is the red rainbow radish.
Red Rambo Rat.
This is the
do. The
kale?
spicy one.
Spicy.
For me, it was spicy.
There's some wasabi. The wasabi's kind of sweet and then spicy. The garnet giant,
So the spicy kicks in.
it does.
Oh, yeah.
It does to me.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so that was kale, right? That was kale?
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
Oh wait, did I get it mixed up? That looks like kale.
Yeah.
And that one's garnet giant. That's got legit hot.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Takes a little.
Then you want some milk after that.
Man.
But the microgreens have about 50% or even more nutrition than the parent plant.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a nutritional punch and flavor. 2
Wow.
Yeah,
weeks.
it's got a little
That-
after kick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So it's nutritious. If you didn't have your coffee and you're not awake, then
Right, that'll do it.
this helps bring it. So and then what I'll do with my kids is
What's the purple one?
the purple one's it's a radish. It's a red rainbow radish.
I haven't tried that one.
Wow,
That's good.
let's fix that.
Thank you.
And so now, after you do this and you put the felt in the oven and then you get it all clean and everything.
Yeah, I
and
take-
how long does it take to regenerate?
So we just you put water on, reseed it, and 2 weeks later you have more microgreens. So you can really produce a lot of food. Now it takes a lot of seeds,
Yeah,
but seeds are light.
right. Right.
Seeds are light.
Can you blend this into a smoothie?
I was gonna ask that.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be potent
yeah.
flavors.
You could.
Yeah.
But I have my kids make hand salads, so they'll take some of this, take some of that, and then a little bit of that, and then you have a little hand salad.
And how old are they?
9 and 12.
They know good food.
Yeah, they do.
They know what tastes
Yeah.
good.
Wow.
And the wasabi was I'm not a vegetarian, but the wasabi was steak. But
Real steak, not the,
real steak.
Okay.
But the amara and the wasabi are good together too,
oh, is that right?
if you want to try it.
Okay.
I know people.
Yeah. We got some tomorrow over there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was good.
How did you get into this? What made you decide to do this?
Well, I took a very long and winding road. I actually started in mechanical engineering,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept the garden, and I realized, man, you know what, this isn't so bad. So I went back to school, changed my major and to plant and soil science, and I did that, and I got right into the research that Tuskegee was conducting at the time with NASA. So I worked with Dr. Desmond Morley, and we did carrots and sweet potatoes and peanuts, and then I did undergrad and graduate. Did 2 internships here,
Uh-huh.
and then I got picked up.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been here ever
We're
since.
happy.
Wow, that's great. That's a great story.
So down in South Florida, we have a Fairchild Tropical Botanic Garden. And we have 180 schools all across the United States and Puerto Rico growing space plants for Lashelle and Joy Amasa and our science team to find the new crops, the next crops to grow on space station. We grew two crops that I think of as Fairchild crops. One was the dragoon lettuce and the other was extra pak choy. And we would have never have thought about extraterrestrial pak choi or known about it had it not been for the student citizen scientists.
Wow.
And so they first grew it in the classroom, and the Fairchild folks send the whole kit for them to grow everything. That way poor schools and rich schools can participate on an equal footing.
Mm-hmm.
And they grew extraterrestrial pak choi, and when and they put all the data into Google Docs, and we have a statistician at Fairchild that takes all that, puts it together, and we can actually see good crops by looking at the curve. And you know if a crop can grow in 50 schools,
Yeah.
classrooms,
You got
Yeah.
different temperatures, humidities, elevations, that's a robust plant.
Yeah.
It'll probably be all right for space station.
Yeah.